Sunday greetings, everybody, and welcome to Spiritual Sundays. Real Talk with Monsignor Keith motherfucking Walker, and thank you to who is this? Nate something or other church music. 10 powerful organ pieces. You can YouTube that shit. Yeah. Anyway, a little bit of welcome as far as that goes. Welcome, everybody. Good to see y'all. Yeah. All right. So big Sunday. So I'll tell you what, today's a little different than other spiritual Sundays. I did kind of have a program lined out, but I kind of decided to do a little backtrack with it. And so, why I want to do that is if you guys happen to catch yesterday's episode, which I was reasonably happy with, but my production manager had some issues. I shall say, my biggest fan, my devil's advocate, etc., all that kind of stuff, which is great. I always get great feedback from Pam after the show, and it's always really good, which I appreciate. I don't know if she's just lying to me to make me feel good or any of that, but then again, when things are less than perfect or things that she's just like, she doesn't beat around the bush with any of that shit either. So she lets me know. So in short, yesterday I just kind of, the topic was just stop, and basically again it talked mostly addiction type discussion, but slash human condition, and again I was very, from her perspective, very Walker-esque and just very cut and dry. And so what I want to do today is just clarify a little bit about that. So again, in short, I recommend go listen to yesterday's program, and then this will make more sense. But even if you're just popping in today, I keep things very simple. I move really fast when I'm hanging out with people and talking about life and life issues and all that good shit. And that can be conceived as, less than empathetic or reasonable or even reality, for lack of a better way to put it. And I know and understand this, but again, it never just stops at that point. When I'm hanging out with people, there's always more method to the madness. And what I mean by that is, yes, very simply put, like if you want to, I'll just say it. If you want to not be a drug addict, just stop using drugs. Okay. And that's kind of, yeah. Okay. Thanks, asshole. And I get it. And like she felt that's kind of just where I stopped. And it's like, wait a minute, that's not how it goes. Now, yes, you kind of like, you have to have that as a start point. It's really hard to like move beyond any behavior issues or any of that without stopping the behavior. And just because you say stop, you can, again, it's physical. You just stop. You just don't do that. But the problem is in like, okay, well, how? Like what's the toolbox? So I had a couple things in mind, and I just wanted to share them when it comes to just stop and wrapping our brains around it, because again, it's not a judgment thing or a strength of will or morality or any of that kind of stuff. It's just the simple physics of all that stuff. So although I may have issues like with stopping or changing behavior or any of that kind of stuff, I need to be very aware of where everything falls into place with that. So I say something to the effect of like, and this is much like the whole medical community, and that's a discussions for other days. But again, it's treating symptoms. So when we look at things like drugs and alcohol, or gambling, or it's any number of other addictive behaviors, substance, any of that kind of stuff, it's the ability to stop is is our is ours, but nothing, again, everything to me is simple but not easy, if that makes sense. And there's a lot of reasons, as I shared before, as to why people do not stop. But the point that I get back to making is that that's you still have the ability to stop. So let's say, for instance, this isn't iced tea, like this is tequila. Yeah, here we go. Tequila Sunday, right? And so when I say just stop, it's, if I put it here, let's see, can I get the camera? Oh, I don't want to fuck it all up. Yeah. See that right there? So I just stopped. Like, that is never going to jump out of that bottle into my body. It's never going to do that. Like, in order for that to get here, I have to do something. I have to participate in that. And that's, again, in simple terms, it's like, okay, don't pick it up. Cool. Okay, well, that was easy, Walker. Like, why doesn't everybody just do that? And it's like, this is where it gets hard. But again, it's the start point is like, first, I don't pick that up. And so what happens to us when we don't pick that up? Well, we feel like shit and go crazy, right? I mean, that's kind of what happens. And then my brain, in its fit of uncomfortableness, starts lying to me, because it just wants that to be here. Because when that happens, right? When that happens, it feels good. That's was the experience, right? I mean, for all of us, I mean, maybe first experience wasn't so good, but I mean, overall, that's what it's designed to do. These behaviors that we run into trouble with, substances, etc., they release those chemicals in our brain that feel good. So there's that part of our brain that just doesn't think about any of the rest of the bullshit. And this is human condition. Again, it doesn't weigh the consequences. It just simply is back here. And it's like, I do this, I feel good, period. And so when I don't feel good, this guy's screaming, do that. It'll make you feel better. And so when I refuse to do that, then it gets pissed too. So not only do I not feel good, then I feel like not good twice. Does that make sense? So it's a key component. It's just, when we talk about addiction and human connection, all that stuff, disease model, all that kind of thing. Like, nobody has like stage 2 diabetes and just goes, yeah, I just don't want to have it anymore. Just, no, not going to do it. And it's like, okay, that there's no magic wand. It's not like, poof, you're cured, poof, you're well, poof, you're any of that. There's a process, right? You got to, again, first, stop the behavior that is getting you in the position in the first place, if possible. Again, if it's something that we are participating in, like some cancers, not so much. Some, yeah, like stop smoking, stop laying out in the sun, stop doing whatever those things are. Potentially, I mean, laying out in the sun might not actually be as bad as we used to think it is. But you see the point I'm getting at. It's just, you stop the behavior that's getting you in trouble, and then there's a treatment plan, right? In retrospect, like, do your chemo, do your meds, to stop eating lots of sugar, stop, whatever it may be, for whatever it is that ails us. And so Same thing when we talk about, like, if I want to stop smoking meth, like, what's the treatment plan? Well, stop. Okay, cool. So you're right. The glass pipe is not going to jump in my face and light itself. But if I do not grab it and light it, I'm not in good shape. Well, okay, so then what's the replacement? What's the treatment? What's the chain? Like what else happens to that besides just I'm just going to stop? Again, does that make sense? I hope that does. And I hope for anybody that's out there, again, there's there's nothing to scoff at, especially when it comes to addiction, because there's a lot of stuff going on up here that's created from a physical activity that morphs into a lot of other things, and it creates problems at a lot of different levels. Obviously, again, first is the physical piece. There's a dependence. You release in chemicals more than normal over a period of time, and you kind of get used to that. So when you take that away, you notice that. That's just biology. That's every species on the planet. That's just, and again, we're all susceptible to that. It just is. And again, there's many ways to go about the stop. Some of it's immediate, but again, is this brain doesn't start healing from that until we stop. So whether it's a tapering, so it's not just boom, stop and whether it's done in a facility or a place away from the hustle and bustle of life where you can take a breath or take a step back or bring in some new things, relieve a bunch of other stressors, etc. Hopefully, again, I don't Sundays are shorter, so I could go on for hours, like we all know. And there is, because again, the answer is simple. Yeah, the answer is simple, but as I share all the time, like, simple is not easy. I remember, like, in my early recovery days, you know, people would say, like this is going to be the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. And it is. And it was like doing the wrong thing is fucking easy and comfortable. I don't know how else to say it. The universe has designed us weird, and it's shit that will kill me. I seem to really like, and it makes me, and it's like the shit that makes me feel better. Like, it's a whole lot easier just to go smoke a bowl and chill on the couch and be comfortable than it is to fucking ride on the exercise bike for an hour. Like, fuck. But which one's better for me? you know, and which one is over time gonna get me to where I really want to be, and that's always going to be the driving force, right? Is which is going to get me what I really want, and that is to be, reasonably healthy and live a long time and do kick ass shit. Like, and it's hard to do that when I'm fucking stoned out on the couch, like, and just vegging out, like, or whatever I'm doing. Although, in the moment, that's all very pleasant. And again, we build that as the habits, and so it's hard to stop doing that. I'm not arguing that. I'm not saying it's hard to stop. I'm not saying that somebody just said, just say no. Yeah, you're like, fuck you. Like, what the fuck's that? But it doesn't change the fact that that's pretty much fucking what you got to do. Like you actually have to know. You have to not do that. And but it's not just, oh, okay, I'll just fucking stop. Um, it could be, but very infrequently it is, because again, as a result of the repetition and the building of lifestyles and relationship, like there's so much going on around the bottle or whatever it is we're doing, that again, it's, well, here's the thing. Early in recovery, I heard this too. It's like the sarcasm of the crackhead of my brothers and sisters is like, you know, getting clean, getting into recovery, you just got to change one thing. Everything. Thanks, asshole. Yeah, it's just one thing. It's everything, and it just is, right? That's just physics. It's not because I'm the mean counselor or sponsor or therapist or brother or sister or mom or dad or fucking kid or it's whatever. It is. It's like, or at least be willing to change everything, because like I said, it's just physics. Like whatever you're doing now, if you're not liking the results, you have like that many. I mean, you can choose to not change and therefore continue to keep getting what you're getting, or you change and then you get something different. Like, duh, like garbage in, garbage out, right? It all boils down again. These are very simple concepts. It's physics. It's how the universe operates. It just is. But again, I hope I've made it clear. I think I have, because Pam came in and gave me a little note that said thank you for addressing this. So I guess I came back to it nicely, which is what I hope, again, because um, it's all the things, and again, but being real and honest and truthful about all of these things at every level is not asshole. It is as empathetic as it gets, because again, it's like I actually give a shit. Like people who are not doing well, it makes me sad. It does. And so there's that. But I think there's that piece as well where it can come across. Let's see, what was another one of those program cliches. Um, Honesty without compassion is brutality. So that, I think, was kind of what Pam was trying to get to me. Now that's a big word, but okay, I'll even take that. It's not with intent, it's with in the spirit of, however, comma, we have to be aware of our audiences, realities, time frame, etc., all that kind of stuff. And okay, so if yesterday seemed a little brutal, I apologize. That was not the intent. Again, a lot of times, just the world's moving pretty quick, and you know as well, like if you have friends, family, people in your lives, all that kind of stuff, people are struggling, this and that. Like you get one shot. You know, you get the one time that you get to connect with them to be an impact. And so that's like sometimes you just bam, you gotta get there. Like you get one shot at it, because if you don't, you may not get another chance. And so that's problematic as well. But nobody has a crystal ball. You never know. Um, but just so y'all know, like I have a 2x4. I do in my toolbox. I don't use it all the time with everybody in every situation. I have some other tools in there that are not so harsh, but I mean, sometimes that's the right tool, and sometimes it needs to get used because if you don't like like bunk somebody on the head and go, dude, stop, or you're gonna die. Like, okay, I mean, then they don't hear you, and sometimes, but then again, like I said, it's not necessary all the time. I'm not that guy all the time. Um, but anyway, love you guys. Appreciate y'all hanging out. This is, I keep saying it, and I'm not going to stop saying it because I want everybody to know I'm fucking digging the hell out of this. I couldn't be more grateful for all of you that are hanging out and being a part of this. You know, hey, I don't know. I mean, if this thing expanded at the pace it's expanding right now and just stayed that way, it would probably be a worldwide event in a matter of months. I don't know. But I sit back right now and it's like, I see one or two new people here or there, which is spectacular. I mean, that's how it happens, right? And so, again, that's a testament to you guys. I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate you sharing with your friends. Um, Again, I don't think our circle can be big enough, can be inclusive enough, can be whatever. Again, the world's a rough place. And getting through it is a team sport. So, I mean, the bigger the team, the better the team, the more I know I certainly appreciate. So, if you're hanging out, thank you again. If you're not, if you're catching it later, cool. Please do hit me up in a comment box somewhere. Let me know you saw this, that you appreciate it. A few other notes. If you have ideas, topics you're interested in, if you are interested and you got a story to tell or you just want to come talk shit with Walker, let me know. Like, I'm still trying to figure out some technology things, but you've seen it and it works out fine. Like, I can take a phone call and do the speakerphone and we can fucking hang out. So if you want to be on a show, let me know because people seem to like the interview stuff too. It's very entertaining. You can only listen to so much of Walker before you get burned out, right? I suppose. Except for me, like I fucking love listening to myself. I could do this all day. I do often, silently up here. I have friends. We're good. Anyway, I again appreciate you all. Just say no, but there's more. There's more. Okay, there's toolboxes, and again, it doesn't have to be crack. It can be too much fucking too much social media. Ugh. Right? How do we moderate? How do we find ways to moderate in our lives, etc., etc., etc.? All right, that's it for today. Hey, Mark, how you doing? You are catching me right at the end. You showed up just in time for me to say hi and bye. I'll catch you in a gratitude list near you, right? And you can go catch it on the flip side, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your Sundays. I was going to be watching a Padre game, but they're getting rained out in Cleveland, so that kind of makes me sad. But at least they can't lose today. So, well, I don't know. We'll see if they get the game going later. As far as the rest of you guys, enjoy Mindful Mondays tomorrow. See what I got in store for you. Noon live, and obviously the daily readings. The daily, if you do Facebook, you see the reels, the gratitude check-ins a couple times a day. That's always a lot of fun. The website, www.keithmfwalker.com. Still some glitches in how you pay for swag, but all of it, you can get a hold of me. So if you're interested in anything on the website, hit me up directly, and we'll work it out. I can get things moving your direction if you're interested. Tell a friend, share the memo, follow, like, hit all the fucking buttons that I don't know what they do, but you like to push my buttons, I like to push yours. Like, go push those buttons. Do it. All right. Catch you later, Facebook. Very good. Very good. All right. Real talk. Patreon. Deuces. Latest skaters. And then what do I got left? YouTube. Where are you at? All right. And then